Welcome to the Happenings with Steve show. This is our third segment. You know, they say the third time's the charm. Well, we'll see. I hope to be getting better. I'm trying to get better. My support personnel has always been good, but I'm just trying to get better in the way I talk and the way I present myself, and not to get lost as much. I get lost, but you know that. So, John.
Nah, you don't get lost.
No. So I want to introduce today's guest. Guest is Officer Jonathan Macklin, and then we'll be bringing in Fire Chief Nathan Springer in just a little bit. I was trying to remember earlier whenever I had first met you, and I think the first time I met you, I think Tab was running for office. And you and I were talking. You were on your motorcycle for Third Fridays or something like that.
I was an anti-crime unit. We used to work downtown, and that's where I met you for the first time. You were helping Tab out with his social media stuff.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes. So that's the first time I remember. So that tells us it's been 6 or 7 years probably.
That seemed a long time ago.
So
yeah.
So we've established a good relationship, and we even helped them some with their social media with the Zambia for a while, and have done a little work with them. So we're proud and happy to have him. I told him that we want him on here some, and we want to try to have a mission type segment on here every episode. We may not reach that goal, but we want to have some type of a mission type segment in our show, and some type of mission presence. So today's show, we're going to talk about the Archangel group, and we're also going to bring in Chief Springer to talk about something that the City Council passed this Monday night regarding the surplus, and then we'll also be sharing all the things that happened at the Spirit of America Festival and the things that happened on July the 2nd at the courthouse. And we'll share all the things that happened this past weekend, or the 4th of July. We have something that I really like, which I just came up with last Wednesday or Thursday, which was which was kind of a man on the street. And so I was pulling people off on the 2nd at the courthouse and asking them questions. And it was interesting, like I asked what their favorite food was, what their favorite 4th of July memory was, and what 250. And I had these cute little girls, and I asked them, and they shared. Now, a lot of the adults, they didn't want to get on video, but these two girls, they were anxious, and they got on video, so that was great. So we're going to share that. We're going to have a little segment about the Caters Farmers Market. I drove by the Caters Farmers Market last Friday, and they were closed. Farmers Market was closed for the 4th of July, so I guess everybody was there Friday trying to get those goods. And I mean, it covered up, and so it was good to see for the farmers there to and get that. Have you been to the farmers market?
We have. I've been there a couple of times. Yes.
So I know
nice
you've
place.
been there in the evening. Well, I'd seen you there in the evening for some events, but it's just such a great facility, and I will show in our segment here, kind of walk you through all the booths so you know what to expect, because I know many of you probably haven't had the chance to go to the farmers market and see all the many people there and all the many offerings. It's much more than tomatoes, squash, now, and watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon. Oh, yeah.
I even had you yell at me watermelon last week. Somebody, if you had Champion had yelled at me watermelon because she gave me a little square up to try. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's take a little break from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. This is an easy endorsement. I've been working with Rental World since the 1990s, when they provided the tents, chairs, and tables for the Spirit of America Festival. Rental World offers high-quality rental equipment to support your project and events in our area. Whether you're planning a home improvement, tackling a construction job, or hosting a party, they've got the tools and equipment you need to get it done right. check out their website at rentalworlddecatur.com. Tell them Steve sent you. Victor Silas Floors and Installation Services offers over 60 years of family-owned expertise to the Decatur, Coleman, Athens, Madison, and Huntsville areas. They specialize in high-quality hardwood, laminate, LVP, tile, and carpet flooring with professional installation and refinishing. Services also include custom showers, cabinetry, and a full range of flooring materials. Dedicated to excellence, they provide personalized solutions for both homes and businesses. Whether you need a new floor or a complete renovation, trust them to help bring your vision to life in North Alabama. Check out their website at silasfloor.com. That's silasfloor.com. Tell them Steve sent you. Osborne Animal Clinic has been caring for Decatur's pets since 1979. That's over 40 years of this community trusting them with the animals they love. They take walk-ins, which almost nobody does anymore. They'll board your pet when you travel, and when something serious comes up, they handle surgery right here with the people who know your pet's names. You can find more information on them at osborneanimalclinic.com. Go see the good folks at Osborne Animal Clinic who've been caring for Decatur's pets like their own since 1979. Tell them Steve sent you. Okay, we're back with Officer Jonathan Macklin. Jonathan is an officer with the Decatur Police Department, but he's also the CEO of Archangel Group International.
Yes.
So tell the audience what Archangel Group International does.
So Archangel Group International, we are a 501c3 here in the U.S. We're based here in Decatur, Alabama. We're also a registered NGO in the Republic of Zambia. So we're registered here and over in that other country. So we are a Christian-based organization. Everything we do is Jesus Christ first. But our organization, we focus on combating human trafficking and combating poverty. And so there's a number of things that we do there. We did everything from water wells. We do a lot of farming initiatives. We help a lot of people with hygiene goods. We help kids that are in school. So we help a lot of people that's in the rural areas of Zambia. So these are some of the people that are extremely poor. These are people that are having to walk, 3 or 4 miles one way just to go get fresh water. So our organization, we do fundraisers all the time. I get to travel. I get the opportunity to share with churches. We got multiple church partners, and we're a mission-minded organization. So God's been really good to us. We got a great relationship with the local law enforcement over there, our first responders there. So just kind of naturally fit the mold for me being a police officer to where, hey, I started this organization and basically the way that police officers, the way that we see things, because, even here in Decatur, we live in a great city. But unfortunately, bad guys prey on people that live in impoverished areas. But it's the same way over there in Zambia. And, God called me to Zambia, gave me the opportunity to go there on a mission trip, fell in love with the country, saw some things that needed to change, and I felt like, hey, this is the way we could do this.
One of the things that's always impressed me about it was that you kind of y'all were just raising money and sending money over there and letting people over there deal with it. Y'all built a farm. Like you said, you're building wells to where people can actually, they get almost immediate.
Yeah. So that was important for us. Is anytime that you're working in a foreign country, you run into the issues of transparency. So we're very transparent with the way that we operate and run our organization. We have a very structured team in place. My best friend, he runs the NGO wing over there in Zambia. So whenever we come together and we say, okay, hey, we're raising funds for this, we're going to put in this well, we're going to do these amount of wells, we do it. And we're the ones that put the wells in. And unfortunately, when you operate in a country like that, you do have people that are unfortunately dishonest. And it's even the same way here in the States, but we're very transparent with the way that we do things, which is why we've made such a huge impact. And God's given us those pieces that we need to make things work. Being American police officers, I mean, we're type A personalities. So we like to be in control. And so I think for me, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I think that's why I'm so control of this, is just to make sure everything stays a well-oiled machine and we're getting the things done that need to get done.
Yes. One of the stories that really struck me was a video about woman at the well. Let's show that, but introduce that.
Sure. So this story is about a woman named Mary. Mary, when you see the video, Mary is blind. She's 100% blind. We had the opportunity to meet her. The sad story about her is Mary got sick a few years ago and lost her eyesight. And when she lost her sight, her husband left her, and her 4 kids. So we got out there to her village, and we were trying to determine, okay, where are you having to go for water? And come to find out, she was drinking the most deplorable well I'd ever seen. It was heartbreaking. And she was, from my understanding, from where she lives to where the well is 3 miles one way, so it's about a 6-mile round trip. So we were able to put this well in, and this is just a great impact my story that we were able to do for them. So
let's watch the video. I'll have Chief Stringer sit where I am, and I'm going to let you two talk about the partnership that y'all kind of created here with station. Thanks. Taylor City and the fire department and surplus of them.
Yep, sounds
Let's go watch the video.
So this is where they were drinking water from. If people would have continued to drink this water, this time the clinics and the hospitals would have been filled up with people that are sick. So this situation is really pathetic. It's not only this area, but so many areas in our country, Zambia. My words to Mark and his wife and all the partners in the USA, I'm saying you are the game changer. You have brought good values in the lives of our people.
I have a hard time imagining anybody drinking this. I don't have words.
This is heartbreaking. We come from a country that God has blessed us, but I'm asking that come on board with us. Be a part of God's will, be a part of saving lives. This is what we're doing here. We're restoring families. We're ending poverty. We're bringing families together, kids together. This is unity. These water wells is more than just people being healthy. It's more than, people not being sick anymore. But this is life-changing. I mean, we're because of all you gracious donors. I mean, we're changing lives over here. And God is allowing us to be that vessel for Him to where we can do this. So be a part of our story. This is a life-changing organization.
ananyikirako bomu chifundo chake chifuka cha chikondi cha mina ali nacho na kuniona mwamene nilili msituation yangu. So pa ichi niyamikira maningi pachamina nachita kunchitira chifunda ndina manja kali kunikonda nchitira chifunda niganzira kunchitira vambiri mu moyo wangu. So pa ichi nimuyamikira maningi Mulungu pa chifundo chamina ali nacho pali ine ne mwana wake. chifukwa amapitira mu bantu mulungu kupitira muli bazungu abakubaleta kubwera kuno kufamu kunithandizira ine endi muli vonse vini muyamikira maningi mulungu chifukwa alina chikondi alina chifundo nane ndipo mulungu ni mapempera usiku na mzuva kuti azivasungira umoyo wapatali vazungu pamosi na vadokusa kwavo.
So that was a great touching video. I appreciate you both being here, and it's going to let the two of you talk as friends about the surplus equipment that is going to Zambia and how all of this started.
Sure. Well, I've had the privilege of knowing Chief Springer for a very long time. So I've been with Decatur Police for almost 20 years, and Chief is part of a Bible study with my brother, and so we've gotten to know each other very well. And Chief actually gave me a call a couple of weeks ago and was basically said, "Hey, we've got this opportunity to donate some fire equipment to you guys." And man, I was just absolutely just blown away with what's going on. But I mean,
Yeah.
see if you want this kind of whatever you say.
Sure.
man.
Sure. Yeah. So we, the equipment we have, it's all the protective equipment, and it all has, we ought to work under compliance standards. It's an organization called NFPA who sets the standards for public safety and the fire service. And so this equipment that we were donating, we're able to surplus, was outside of the terms that we could use it within. So we had collected a lot of this equipment, and wasn't real sure what to do with it. It still can be used. We just can't use it here in the United States. So I reached out to Jonathan. We kept up with his mission and everything going on, and just offered this up. Thought this might be an opportunity that we could support the fire department in Zambia. There are several organizations that support other countries across the world, but why would we not help our hometown mission and agencies? So I reached out to Jonathan, said, "Hey, here's an opportunity for us. Is this something you could take and run with?" And he just went over the moon with it, just excited. Said, "Let me make a couple of phone calls. I'll get back with you." Within like 10 minutes, he called me back, and he was like, "Absolutely, let's make it happen." So we was able to just kind of get together on how that would work, what it would look like. In public safety, God puts us in positions all the time to help others. And this is a unique position that we can take something that we've been blessed with, that we've used, that served this city, that now we can pass it along to someone else, that they can take it and apply it to go serve in their area as well.
And that's kind of we have such a great relationship with first responders there. I've seen these firefighters in action, and some of these firefighters that are in the capital city, they will have some of that gear. But unfortunately, I've seen the firefighters in the bush communities, in the rural areas, they don't have anything like this. And to them, this is just going to keep them safe. And even as the type of organization we are, we're saving lives, but we're so focused and centered around the gospel. We want these guys to know we care about them. And one of the things that we strive on is this, and I'll even say this. Unfortunately, in an African nation like that, they look at you different sometimes because I do have white skin, because of how some of the countries have done them in the past. But this fire safety equipment, when I was able to share with them what we were going to be doing, they totally just got so excited. I reached out to some business friends of mine that have companies that have the barrels, because we use a company called AMSAMP to ship product over there all the time. They immediately said, "Hey, we'll donate the barrels to you guys." So it was
So it was that.
So some of the co-ops, we've been talking with some people from Brew King that's wanting to step in. I've got some buddies at Nucor that are going to get some hands on some barrels, because we figure it's going to probably take about 10 barrels to ship through AmSam. And And it takes 3 months to get over there by ship, but once it gets there, I'll take my trip back in December, and we'll make the forward donation. My hope is Chief Springer can actually go and make the donation personally himself and see what it's like to be a Zambia firefighter.
Yeah.
But it's important too. You said the fire uniforms can't really be used here in the United States. Even if it was given to a volunteer fire department, they really can't use them either.
No, sir.
Because of the certification.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So I'm sure many places probably just get rid of them. Say that in years nobody could use them at this. So to me, that's a very special thing, making the extra careful to give them that country.
I tell you, what's special to me is, and Zambia is very special to me. There's been a lot of amazing things that I've seen. I've seen miracles, and I've praised with people from all over the world. And one of the things that they had mentioned to me was, we want to have something on there to remember where it came from. And I think it's amazing. We're from Decatur, Alabama. We're just a regular sized city in the state of Alabama, but we'll have the opportunity with the Decatur Fire Department patch on that sleeve, and they're all of a sudden know where it came from. So, and I know some of my police officer buddies going to be like, because there's always a police and fire, that I admit they really stepped up, and but those guys over there, it's just going to be a blessing, and I like the fact that they will be able to protect themselves as they're saving their citizens, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. The safety plus self-esteem that it gives them.
Oh yeah.
In knowing kind of that, hey, people think about people or appreciate the fact that I put my life on the line to help save other people. So I'm getting used to with I would think it's an old extra set process.
Oh, absolutely.
As well, but then is it?
Yeah, sure. We just really appreciate this, man. Thank you.
Yes, and it's been so great to work with Jonathan on this, because whatever path we need, he's got the answers. He's got all kind of avenues to find and just how to make this happen, and that's what it comes down to. It's just making it work.
That's right.
That's great. Well, thank you for coming on, Chief, and sharing this with Jonathan. We'll be back in a minute because Chief has agreed to stay for a segment and to kind of tell us about what's going on at the Decatur Fire Department and share some things that they're doing and maybe some events they have coming up. But we got through the 4th of July. We should have brought you in before 4th of July and told them what to do about fireworks. I remember y'all very helpful of people don't know what all y'all do whenever they bring the fireworks displays in. Y'all go over there and inspect it and all that to make that safe. So we appreciate the way y'all do that. Maybe next year we'll bring you on before the forward and do all that. And let's go to the segment and hear from our sponsors. Providence Cabinetry and Design builds the cabinetry that makes that room yours, and not just the kitchen, your bathrooms, your laundry room, a study, a bar area. They'll even help you remodel your whole home. They build cabinetry you'll be proud of every single day. That's the whole point. For cabinetry you can be proud of, go see Ray Glaze or Stephen Pate on 5th Avenue Southeast for a consultation. Check out their website portfolio at providencecabinetry.com. Scruggs Barbecue. What can I say about Scruggs Barbecue? I've been representing them for quite a few years now, so I'm in their restaurant a lot. And I see all the reviews and I see all the comments made on their social media posts. I ought to know because I make them. But I'm telling you, Scruggs has some of the best barbecue around, and their potatoes, oh my goodness, you got to see these potatoes and order a potato. Go see them. They're open Tuesday through Friday from 11 till 5, and they're open most Sundays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And lately they've even been opening on some Saturdays, but check their Facebook page just to see first. Go see them at Scruggs and tell Frederick Steve sent you. This past March, Google rolled out its biggest local search overhaul in 20 years. Gemini AI now reads your website, reviews, social media, and every directory that mentions you to decide which businesses it trusts enough to recommend. If it knows more about your competition than it does about you, guess what? You simply won't show up. That's where Do It With You Marketing's digital marketing bundle comes in. It's an integrated strategy. Social media, reviews, local SEO, website optimization, citations, and professional photography, all working together so Google sees you as a trusted, active local business worth recommending. We can build websites for as cheap as $500, but most cost around $1,000 or more if you want a website that people will truly find you on. Most businesses have critical gaps they don't even know about. Let us help you find them, fix them, and keep them fixed. Give us a call and see what we can do for you. So we're back with Chief Nathan Springer. Chief, how long have you been Chief? I remember going to your induction ceremony.
Yes, sir. November of last year.
November of last year.
Yes, sir.
So you've got what, 7 or 8 months under your belt now.
Yes, sir.
Bring us up to date on some of the new things you've got going on in the department now.
Okay. So we just got approved for a donation from Daikin. When we went out and supported their Daikin Festival this year, they called and asked what they could do to help us. So they donated some new equipment for Marine One, which is our new all hazards vessel. It's a new sonar, a piece of equipment on there that enhances those opportunities for when we go out to help victims when someone's out on the river. They also, part of that purchase was 2 bilge heaters that will be put on that vessel that will cold weather protection. So that'll allow us to keep it on the water year round and keep it protected.
Wow.
Some other things that we're going through right now, we're going through a full hiring process for certified firefighters who work somewhere else in the state that want to change. We open up that opportunity for them, and then we also have a non-certified process, and those running simultaneously. Those processes look a little different, but ultimately our goal is to get our full staffing within our department, and so that'll take us from now till the next couple of months, and then anyone that we hire that is not certified will begin school in September. They'll come out of recruit school and then go to EMT school, and then before they hit the fire truck.
So most of our officers do have EMT training as well?
Yes, sir. That's one of our department standards, is to work in our department. At minimum, you have to be an EMT basic to ride on the fire truck.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we have that level, and then there's a level above that that's called advanced EMT that can do some additional skills. And then, of course, we have paramedics on our units as well.
Well, I know whenever I fell out at the neighborhood Walmart, fire department were the first people there to help me.
Yes, sir.
And at the time, I'd been falling out enough. I think some of them knew me by first name. But
we're glad you're feeling better.
Glad to know that they were there, and Johnny on the spot, as we would say.
Yes, sir.
So I believe y'all have with hiring all these new people. I guess you have some promotional opportunities as well.
Yes, sir. All of our ranks, we've got some openings there. So those kind of things take time, but it's great for our organization to give everyone that chance to advance in their careers. So we'll be going through some promotional opportunities for all ranks between now and the end of the year as well.
That's awesome. It's awesome. So I've always enjoyed, and I don't think y'all been doing it. I don't know how many years y'all been doing it. I don't remember it from years and years ago, but I know that y'all have a lot of community event things that you help. Now I know there's one in October that I've always gone to, the Halloween with special needs.
Yes, sir.
And then you have another special needs one for Christmas.
Yes, sir.
I remember those two this last year. I don't know how many years y'all been doing those, but I especially enjoyed those. Appreciate the fire department, what you do for those.
Yes, sir.
What type of other community events do you?
So Lieutenant Brandon Sibley does a phenomenal job. He stays very busy, especially the times of year you're talking about of driving these events. But what we also try to do is take events that are already occurring and see what we can do to support them. We'll have requests often, churches, schools. I know working with DYS, they're doing the back to school jam. I've been communicating with Johnny Jones on that about what we can do to support that. So we'll be out supporting that event. So we look for not only what we can do on our own, but what we can do to support those around us. So there's a lot of events, especially in the fall of the year, a lot of schools, back to school things that occur. So we want to be a good partner with all of our other CD entities.
Yes. And I'm sure y'all saw them at the Spirit of America Festival. They were all out there, as well as the Decatur Police Department, of course. But it gives you that extra feeling of safety to know that you guys are there for the medical, as well as should something happen with the fireworks or whatever.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about the new training center, the training center that you've got out there.
Yes, sir. So we share, we call it the Public Safety Training Center because it's us and the police department. We each have our end, but we work real well with those guys. As much as we like to pick at each other and cut up, it's all kind of one big family in public safety, and we try to support each other. So right now, we've got a brand new fire pumper engine that's sitting down there that's getting ready to go into service. And then we're preparing to purchase another one. It's supposed to be here next year, but we've had an opportunity open up that we're hopefully going to be able to get that in before the end of the year. So that's going to be 2 new engines that'll be out on the road servicing the city.
And I'm sure with the new engines, they have new things on them that you probably hadn't had on others, so you've got to have training on those trucks.
Yes, sir. Everything we do is always about training. We're always not only learning new things, but we're honing our previous skills. And so everything we do, where technology is advancing. Every day we turn around, there's some new form of technology coming in that's enhancing what we do, how we get to calls. We work close with 911. There's always new chances of ways we can do to get to the public quicker, and that's one of our goals.
I had a cousin that was I believe he was the 3rd civilian hired with the Madison Fire Department. And whenever he came on, I think he was 17 actually, and right before he turned 18. And like I said, he was the 3rd one hired there. Madison at the time was mostly a volunteer fire department back then. So this was sometime in the 80s. Madison has grown, that much. And I would stop by and see him often. So I enjoyed, the camaraderie and everything to seeing how fire department and how firefighters live, and going up there and seeing where they lived and how they stayed, and a lot of those things you just really don't think about, the firefighters being there 24 hours. Y'all have gone to a new shift type thing in the last few years too, right?
Yes, sir.
Changes with that?
We're on a 48-96 schedule now. That's something that started out west. A lot of departments out there started doing that, and some of our department members were going to trainings and conferences, and we're hearing about it. So they brought it back, and we researched it to figure out what we could do to transition to that, and we were able to make that happen. And right now we have a lot of satisfaction across our crews with that schedule. But you're right, there's a lot of things that our department members go through. There's a lot of things with the profession we're in that the public just doesn't see and isn't aware of. So we have a outstanding group of men and women that serve right here. We've got some of the best people you'll ever find that serve our citizens here in the city.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you for everything you've done, and I know that y'all are striving to be your best each and every day.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to thank you as a lifelong citizen of Decatur, how I appreciate you and whatever our fire department does.
Well, it's an honor for us to serve you.
Thank you. So we're going to catch another commercial break and check out our sponsors and endorsements. Gilchrist Pharmacy is the kind of pharmacy our communities used to be full of. You walk in, somebody looks up, and they already know exactly who you are. No ticket, no number, no machine, just a pharmacist who takes the time to answer your question and get it right. Mike Gilchrist and all his team treats every person who walks through their door like a neighbor, because they are. Same prescriptions, same insurance, a whole lot more care. So stop in and transfer your prescription over to Gilchrist Pharmacy and see the difference. Gilchrist Pharmacy has been serving Hartselle since 1950. They know your name. Tell them Steve sent you. Are you looking for a family dentist? Look no further than Citizen Family Dentistry. Citizen has 2 locations now, one in Priceville across from Publix and the other in Hartselle. They'll be glad to set you on the path to having a healthy smile. They do me. Come see them at Citizen and check out everything they do at citizenfamilydentistry.com. So welcome back. At the start of the show, I think I was telling you that we were out on July the 2nd at the courthouse, and we had the opportunity to stop a lot of people and ask them several questions. And so we're just going to kind of show you what citizens of Decatur, some of them were with the county commission, some of them were just citizens on the street, asking them, what their favorite food was, what their favorite 4th of July memory was. So here's what your fellow citizens here in Decatur, what their thoughts for 4th of July was.
Happy birthday to America. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right. Happy birthday, America. 250 years in the making. Hey, let's do 250 more. Make it off the chain for the next 250 years.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America. Love you. Happy birthday, America.
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 My favorite food for the 4th, hot dogs. My favorite 4th of July memory is when my family, maternal and paternal, would gather together for that. I have family that were in colonial Virginia in the 1600s, so we have a deep abiding interest in America, especially colonial Virginia. America turning 250 years old on July 4th mean to me is freedom and liberty, love of country, gathering with family and friends, and celebrating unending liberty.
My favorite 4th of July food is hot dogs. I mean, that's the American spirit, you hot dogs and apple pie and all this, so hot dogs is my favorite. Well, my favorite 4th of July memory is probably years ago when I was just a kid. I mean, probably 10 years old. It was, at Point Mallard out there, we had Senator Kennedy was getting ready to run for president, and he showed up. Governor Wallace was there. I mean, I like politics, and to me, that politics and 4th of July goes together. Well, America turning 250 years is, it's just a memory of knowing that America is free, land of the free, home of the brave. We're one of the few countries. No countries hardly last 250 years without splitting and having problems and stuff. But our Constitution has held us together, and we work together. And now we disagree sometimes, but America is the land of the free, and that's what's good about America. I'm proud to celebrate the 250 years, proud to be an American.
My favorite 4th of July food, I would have to say, is grilling barbecue out in the backyard with family and friends. I would say my favorite 4th of July memory was actually a recent one of which with my children going to buy fireworks and shooting those fireworks at our house, and inadvertently we set the woods on fire. But had a blast. America turning 250 means a lot to me personally. As you look back over the history of our nation and the founders and the principles they laid and the sacrifices that were made, I think it's important to remember that 250 years, but also look forward to the future and what the next 250 holds for our country and the lessons and the sacrifice and everything that comes along with that. What can we teach the next generation about our past, who we are as a nation now, so we know where we're going in the future?
What's your favorite food for the 4th of July?
Pizza.
What is your favorite 4th of July memory?
Having a great time.
My favorite 4th of July food is barbecue ribs. My favorite 4th of July memory is floating down the Tennessee River with a bunch of friends. America turning 250 years old this 4th of July means that we had forefathers that created the biggest experiment and the biggest innovation in government that had ever been. It has lasted for 250 years, which proves that they knew what they were talking about. Yes, it's molded and changed, but they dreamed of a freedom to worship as you please, speak as you please, a government for the people and by the people and no one ruler. And I think it is the greatest experiment of all times, and 250 years proves it.
My favorite food for the 4th of July is fish on the barbecue. My favorite 4th of July memory is hanging out with the fam on the lake. America turning 250 years old means to me is celebrating 250th years of a free country.
My favorite food for the 4th of July has always been barbecue. My favorite 4th of July memory is probably being at the beach with my family. America turning 250 years old reminds me of how God has blessed this nation, and I pray that He continues to do so.
My favorite 4th of July food is pizza. My favorite 4th of July memory is hanging out with my family and going on vacation. Well, America had been with us for a long time, and so I think it might turn a lot more older than me, so yeah. My favorite 4th of July food is watermelon. My favorite 4th of July memory is going home. America turning 250 years old means to me, it means like everyone, it makes a place where people can have fun and have freedom.
My favorite food for the 4th of July, I think, is just maybe everybody's, and that is going to be the sausage hot dog. I mean, you talk about the sausage, you get the onions that are grilled on there, man, and I mean, just, makes your mouth water. You got the nice bun, man, that's just really nice, put a little mustard on there. Man, I'm talking about off the chain. That is the 4th of July thing that everybody needs, all right? So what makes 4th of July so special to me? It's an interesting question. I believe some people don't like 4th of July because of all the different things, but I think one of the things is if you live in America and benefit from America, then I think you have to recognize that, hey, we need to celebrate the birth of America. And that's what I think it's all about. So 250 years in the making, the greatest country in the world, America, United States of America is exactly what it is. And so therefore, celebrate where you are, celebrate what makes you who you are, why you can have your businesses here, why you can worship wherever you want to worship here, why you can have your family here. Many, many reasons of why America is number one.
My favorite 4th of July food is watermelon. My favorite memory of the 4th of July is going to the fields with my granddaddy and picking the watermelons for the 4th of July. It's wonderful that we have been able to survive 250 years and have the freedoms that we have, and we take them for granted too often. And hopefully this will help everybody.
Favorite food for the 4th of July is barbecued chicken because my daddy used to grill them on a tub that he made himself with the oven rack. And he used garlic and butter and garlic salt and pepper, and they were the yummiest you ever tasted. My favorite 4th of July memory is 1958 on July the 4th, I was saved. My daddy was a Baptist minister, and that night I became a Christian. America turning 250 years old means to me that I'm still here to get to be with my family and celebrate. And today I have 10 members of my family here today. And I love history and DAR and everything that has to do with patriotism.
My favorite 4th of July memory is in 1976. My entire family, we were in North Carolina by the Outer Banks on a sailboat owned by my oldest brother. And it was probably the last time we've all been together. With America turning 250, a lot of countries don't last that long. And we've got 250 more. And I've been to 22 countries. The United States of America is the best in the world. It's always great to return home and have the freedoms that we have and the infrastructure that we have here.
My favorite 4th of July food is cold watermelon. My favorite 4th of July memory is fireworks. I'm from a small rural town, and it was in like 1980, had more fireworks, and that was great. America turning 250 years old shows me that we are ever evolving. There are constitutions in black and white, and we're always adhering to that, and a lot of countries don't have that privilege.
My favorite 4th of July food are ribs, dry rub, no sauce. My favorite 4th of July memory is going fishing for catfish with my daddy. We do it every 4th of July. America turning 250 years, to me, simply means being stand and staying strong on something and just, coming together as a community.
My favorite 4th of July food is ribs, of course. My favorite 4th of July memory is the fireworks every year. The 4th of July turning 250 years old means that I'm going to live to be 250 years old.
My favorite 4th of July food is a cheeseburger. Favorite 4th of July memory is probably going to see the fireworks with my dad and my mom when I was a kid. America turning 250 years old means that I remember when it turned 200, and I'm too old now myself, so.
So we hope y'all enjoyed seeing what our fellow citizens' thoughts about the 4th of July were. Jonathan, I just ask you, what's your favorite 4th of July food?
Oh man, hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
All day.
There you go.
Yes.
What is your favorite 4th of July memory?
I don't know if it's going to be a favorite, but it is definitely the memory that I have. I was 12 years old, and I was living at all places Duncansby Drive over in Dunbarton. Me and my brothers and friends were out shooting fireworks, and I stuck a whole gross of fireworks in my pocket, and I was lighting bottle rockets with a cigarette lighter, and I stuck the lighter back in my pocket, and the entire gross of fireworks went off in my pants. So I remember running down Duncansby Drive, ripping my pants off, and this was it was awful, man. Mom freaked out, my brother freaked out. He's like, "Oh my gosh, are you all right?" And I still have a burned scar that goes down my leg, and I'm telling you, it's a miracle that my guy wasn't hurt, man. Yeah. But I still have a scar, and I'll always remember that 4th of July.
Yeah, I believe that would be
Yeah.
would be one to remember.
So it's my so don't ever put no fireworks in your pocket, because I mean it just you'll remember that 4th of July forever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Chief Springer has to add that on his list whenever he's telling people. So, and whatever you do, don't put fireworks in your pocket like Jonathan Macklin did.
And if Chief asked my brother about that, when you see him at church, he remembers like it was yesterday. So it happens.
That's great. That's great. So I always like a barbecue sandwich, like some kind of barbecue pork.
Oh yeah.
I'm not eating pork like I used to. I kind of quit that along with other stuff, but that was one of my favorite foods for 4th of July. My favorite memory is really, there's two memories that really stick out. I can't really say just the one. The one was and both of them involve Spirit of America. One was when President Reagan came here, and I remember being out at Point Mallard, and people were telling, they told me that President Reagan's coming, and I went back to the camper and told some people, yeah, President Reagan's going to be here 4th of July. And I said, Steve, I said, I'm just telling you that's what's going to happen. And 10 o'clock here, the news rose up, and they made the announcement that President, so they had already been able to make them a believer on things before, whenever I told them something was going to happen. But that kind of cemented it right there. So I remember President Reagan coming and being there, and that huge crowd we had for that. The other one was when Martina McBride came and she sang, and I remember her singing the song Independence Day, and that was the first time I'd ever heard her sing that song. And then afterwards, she and I walked off stage, and because I was part of I can't remember what my leadership role was for that particular one. I think I was just in charge of the vendors. But it was just she and I standing out there by a car watching the fireworks show, talking about the fireworks, just like she was, the neighbor that lived next door to us.
That's pretty cool.
And that was pretty cool to be able to have that with Martina McBride. And she was a little bitty thing. I mean, she was little bitty. But that's my favorite memory for 4th of July.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
All righty. So we're going to have a break, and we're going to be talking next about the farmers market. But let's hear a word from our sponsors. Finding a mechanic you trust is hard. Folks in Decatur found theirs at Satterfield's. Satterfield's has been keeping Decatur on the road since 1976. That's 50 years of honest work. That's one locally owned family, one locally owned small business that's been doing you right since 1976. And here's what a lot of people don't realize. They can offer great warranties on their work. You save real money over the dealership, and you know the repair's done right when you leave Satterfield's. They'll tell you the truth about your car. They always have, and that's why people keep coming back. Trusted warranties, fair price, honest work done right. Go see them at Satterfield's and tell them I sent you. Okay, so we're back to show you a little bit of a segment on the farmers market. Well, you and I were talking about earlier about how last Friday it was so busy. And so this segment will show what happened. I think this was like June 30th or 29th or something like that Saturday. They were, of course, closed the 4th of July that Saturday. So they'll be back, and I'm sure they'll be armed to the teeth with all kinds of goodies for this coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday. So I'm going through the different booths and showing you the different booths in the video so you can kind of know what all the farmers market actually does. I mean, it's involved. I mean, they have face painting. They almost always have some entertainment out there, somebody playing a guitar and singing or something. They have the cornhole for the kids. And like I said, they're face painting kids. They got lemonade. I think the last one had donuts. They have all kinds of food trucks there.
Yeah.
But I mean, they had people there that make art things, wood signs. Just I think one of them had like industrial lanterns or something like that. So there's just all kinds of things, and it's a great way to spend an hour on Saturday morning. Just
good place to bring your family.
Things and to take the family and just kind of enjoy the Holy Spirit. Hope you enjoyed the video. So let's do a quick run through of the farmers market.
How you doing?
I have great fresh eggs here. Crenshaw girls, say hi. Hello. The fried pies, Bell's fried pies, just peachy. Flint City Farm has lots and lots of tomatoes today, and it's still 10:30.
Yeah.
There's our good friends at 333. 333 uses Hillsborough Feed Company's non-GMO feed, so you know it's good stuff. So welcome back. Now that you've seen the video, now you know what to do. You got to go out to the farmers market this Saturday. It starts from 8, goes from 8 till 10. I can't remember if there's any certain special theme. A lot of times they'll have like tomato sandwich day or corn day or peach day. I'm not sure what that is for this coming Saturday. But give them a try and take your family out there and grab some goodies. We'll be right back. Here's a word from our sponsors. If you raise it and feed it, Hillsborough Feed Company has been there for Tennessee Valley families and farmers for years. But here's what a lot of folks don't know. Hillsborough specializes in clean, non-GMO feed. So when you're at the farmer's market buying good, clean meat from a local grower, chances are that animal was raised on Hillsborough feed. What goes into the animal goes onto your table. That's why they do what they do at Hillsborough Feed. From the family farm to your family's table, Hillsborough Feed has you covered, whether you need a bag or a ton. And here's the big thing. They're now available in Alabama Farmers Co-op stores throughout the state. Come see them and tell them Steve sent you. I hope you're enjoying the What's Happening with Steve show. This is going to be a weekly show, and frankly, we need some sponsors to help us out. Sponsorships are available for $50 a show, and you get more than just the little commercial here on the show. We can show you how your short clips are used throughout Decatur Metro happenings, the Decatur Stories page, and many other opportunities that are available. Give me a call, 256-318-0862, or just send us a message here on Facebook. Look forward to talking to you about ways that you can finally support Decatur. We hear it all the time. Decatur needs its own show, or Decatur needs to hear more positive stories about our community. Here's your chance to back it. So welcome back. We're about to close out the show, but I want to make a couple of reminders. I want to thank Jonathan here for helping us host and share today. And I want to thank Chief Springer for being here and sharing what's going on in the fire department as well. We have a Decatur Stories page that we also have that we have like 8 different categories that we're doing Decatur Stories in. And the stories are like health, the health community, the education community. We had one that was like on for our political leaders. Our very first Decatur story was Senator Over, and that's up. You can see that. We'll have stories like we had John Allison in here that shared about why we were named. Morgan County told us about General Morgan, so that's up on Decatur Stories. So we're going to have a lot of those up here. We'll have 8 different categories. We're looking for sponsors for those. I believe we have one sponsor now for the health community, but we're looking for sponsors for that. But go to Decatur Stories if you get a chance and help us support that so we can honor those in our community. Some of them will be those retired, and then some of them will be those that are kind of up and coming. And that idea is to let the older people know who the people up and coming are, and let the younger people know who the people were that kind of helped set the stage and to honor. The whole idea is to honor all these people and for us to get to know them as well. And those are like 30, 45-minute segments that we get to find out, if they grew up here, how they grew up, what was important to them, and all those type things. So stay tuned for Decatur Stories, and please help us support that. Obviously, we're still looking for different sponsors. So if you have any interest in sponsoring, let me know. Our business spotlights is open. We have a special thing for business spotlights, and the first 5 people on that will get a automatic upgrade. So you are provided you're basically your own videos to use on their social media for that as well. So there's many benefits out of it. But I'm glad everybody had a great 4th of July. And we look forward to you coming back, all of our viewers coming back next week. Thank you for this 3rd episode and for hanging with us. And I'm trying to get better. We'll see.